Maybe I can show you a different excerpt. So when I was starting to learn to dance, I learned about the work of this artist.
Could I?
Yeah, Xavier. I was starting to learn about the work of this artist, Xavier, and this is one of the first pieces that I saw from him. And maybe if you could come closer in. I'll bring your bag.
So you是你是观众
Oh yeah. They're Sophia's. Do you know her? Do you know her?
我不知道，我不认识他，我只是刚刚过来看到这里有一些活动，我问说他们在干嘛，他就说欢迎我过来。
So you speak English as well?
Yeah.
I was learning to do this kind of exercise. I was learning to do this kind of exercise.
Why do you need to film everything?
History.
History. Oh, will you ever view again? Will you ever view again?
I don't understand.
What?
I don't understand what you're talking.
Oh, I mean, will you watch it again?
Maybe, maybe not.
So, what I just showed you is an excerpt from Xavier Leroy's work from 1998 called Self Unfinished. And I chose to show that work during this section because there's a transformation that happens. You know, you start like a formless shape on the ground, and slowly you turn into some creature with 4 legs. And then at the end, you stand back up and you can see the human shape again. And so for me, it's about transformation. You don't... 7 minutes. Transformation. Also, when I think about that excerpt in the context of my story, you know how we were talking about pain and rejection before? When I look at this piece, there's something about it that's very expressive to me. The black, and it's a bit like a ghost, and sometimes it's a little bit like you're a monster too. So it's difficult images. It's sometimes hard for me to feel comfortable in this piece. It feels very dark and heavy. So I was explaining before that I moved to California basically a couple years after my mother died in Taiwan. And it's also when I started learning physical practice and learning how to dance. And I think that I will stop my retrospective here. Well, I have 5 more minutes, so I have more time. Maybe I can show you one more excerpt that's important to my story. So, so we're sitting here, and one of the things, an important year in my life was 2008.
Yes. I heard a lot of
Yeah.
each of you name one of the year.
2008. In 2008, 2 important things happened: the global financial crisis, and I started learning ballet. So I started becoming an activist at the same time that I was becoming a dancer. So for me, they're related. I was taking part. I went to UC Berkeley, and UC Berkeley has a long history of student protest movements, marching in the street to defend students' rights, to protest rising tuition, to argue against privatization of a public university. And we were learning tactics exactly like this, like sit in a public space, right? Take up space. Here there was the sunflower movement, right? And right now there's a very active protest movement going on, right, for gay rights.
Gay rights,
Yeah,
right.
the right for marriage equality. I don't know if you're.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you against or are you?
Yeah.
I'm an observer.
Magic
I'm an observer.
Observer.
So you don't take
A position.
I have my point of view.
Yeah.
I write. I'm a civilian journalist.
So can you explain what that means?
Reporter.
Oh, you're a reporter. You're a reporter.
Civilian.
Civilian reporter.
Yeah, not professional.
Yeah. You're an observer. That's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I write down what I think.
Yes.
Yes.
And
What?
it's important for general civilians, not just journalists, to witness everything around them and to report it.
I think it is very important
Yeah.
for people to understand everybody have their own background.
Yes.
So they will come up something in their minds.
Yes.
But they're not necessary.
Yes.
The belief is not necessary eternally.
Yes.
Internal.
Yes.
They got to talk.
It
They
has to
got
be a
to
dialogue.
communicate
Exactly.
with each other.
I would say there's a very large principle of this piece is exactly about enabling conversation, and that's why we have the freedom in this space to sit down and talk and show you things too. So I end my story by talking about this because I think it's a powerful thing for people to feel free to talk to each other and to sit in a public space, to take up space, to be heard, to block a road. And in dance, it can be a very, very powerful thing to put your body, for instance, if you look in an unusual, this could be considered dance or performance, but when I was doing this position before, all the kids were coming up to me and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you sleeping? Are you dead?" And I think it's a powerful gesture to make people question what they're looking at. And I'm going to end my retrospective here. So you can go there's a room over there. You can go into a room here where my colleagues will receive you, or you can choose to stay here.
Okay, thank you.